Set my timer. There's a bit of delay in when the camera says go and when it actually catches me talking, so let's see here. I'm gonna pause that, got my timer set. Hello, welcome back to Tiny Artist TV, or welcome if you're new here, but I think it's to say welcome back to Tiny Artist TV. Don't ask why, it's just, that's the thing to do. Today is day 3 of my Color Palette Challenge November daily draw live streams. So today's character is number 53. I do have chat up today because there were a couple of messages that I missed last time. So I have it up just in case anybody who's watching wants to say hey real quick. But I'm going to go ahead and get into the drawing, and I know it's early once again. I'm starting to realize that doing it early in the morning and then having the recording posted later in the afternoon is much more sustainable than my original idea of going live at noon and then doing the posting later, because the earlier I do these, the more time I have to edit down the footage. So I think I might just keep doing these in the morning instead of shooting for noon. But let me go ahead and get my timer going. 15 minutes for the sketch, 15 minutes for the line art, and the remaining hour and a half for any coloring and details I want to try to accomplish. And as you can see here, I have already assigned my colors to particular pieces of this character. No references though, because I couldn't find anything that helped other than the idea that's already in my head. So let's go ahead and get started. So the idea for this character, the color palette's name is Qwilfish, which is the name of a Pokemon. I spelled it wrong on here. It's QW, not QU, which Pokemon names are silly. But the overall vibe of the color palette is still very like Pokemon trainer. And so I kind of got the idea of going with like a fisher trainer, but she doesn't specifically have to be like a Pokemon trainer, just kind of in that style of like sort of more cutesy Saturday morning type of character. So that's what I'm going with. I haven't decided on the pose, but I do know what I want the outfit to look like. And I think I am going to go with a more static pose than a dynamic pose for this one. Let's see if I have any cute poses in stock here. I mean, I know I do, but like, are there any that I want to use is the thing. I could mod this one. This one's kind of cute. I could do sort of like a... Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let me get my body type set. And then I'll just make her a little bit shorter. Let's bring this window back over here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Just height. Okay. And it was the kind of lying down on the beach type pose. Here it is. I don't want her back to be that arched because she's not like... That's that's not what we're going for. Just get rid of this. So I can... No, no, I don't know. I don't like that. I'm just gonna go back to what I was doing. Where's my zoom? Where's my zoom? Ooh, too much zoom. Too much zoom. Let's zoom out a little bit more. I still have like 12 minutes, so maybe I just need to marinate. What is the vibe that I'm trying to give off? The vibe is sort of a just cute vacation. I'm trying to stay away from doing 3/4 for this character because a lot of my characters have been in 3/4 either to the left or to the right, and I feel like I'm seeing it as I'm posting these on Instagram. It's starting to look a little repetitive, so I want to break out of that. But a 3/4 view, I feel, is the best way to show off a character's outfit when there's a lot going on with it. Dang. Let me see. Oh, okay. You know what? Yeah, I got an idea. I need to move her up. Did I just do this? I did not do it on the wrong layer. It's just this is over here. It's fine. Okay. I'm gonna start with the body and then I'll put the head on first so that way I can get the pose. Shoulders are kind of wide, so but I want her to have like a skinny anime girl neck. Thumbs on the inside. Sort of more of a heart-shaped face, wider cheeks, a more narrow forehead. The hair. Into like this. I might need to fix the way that looks because it's not quite starting out of the top of her head. But I want to give her like a short, spunky haircut. Like this. No. No. And I know I just got rid of my notes, but it's fine. Okay, so this is where the bangs would start. Got a little bit of wind action. That just looks like a bad haircut. Maybe I'll do it like this. Got 6 minutes. 6 minutes to get fresher on. I'm gonna do that because I want her to have, there's certain accessories that I want her to have. To be cut here. Yeah, that's much cuter. That's kind of more the vibe. And I know she's doing 3/4 looking off to the left. Whatever. This is what works for the type of character I'm trying to design, so that is what I'm going with. Her pants or skirt? Let's go skirt. That's like ankle height. Or like just above the ankles. Make the cape longer and have that billowing back. You know, design-wise, she kind of looks like she could be from the same setting as the boysenberry character I did, which I'm pretty sure was number 4, possibly number 5. Again, another very early design, but just that kind of a. Let's see, this would still be the back of her shirt that goes like this. So we'll have a little bit of separation between here, here, and here. This will be in shadow. This is going to be separated by this color. This is going to be this color. The main tapestry here is this color, which I'm going to pull a little bit more of a dark. Yeah, so this maybe same setting, but like different side. Because the linen, the outfit that she's wearing is a little bit lighter. Like actually it's a lot lighter. I remember the other one was kind of, hold on a second. That's better. I can't see chat now, but that's fine. I'll open chat when the eye comes back. It was kind of more like a traditional dark leathery orangey tan. Got 2 minutes left to fix this sketch. I gotta figure out what we're doing with the feet. But yeah, the type of clothing I'm giving her is very reminiscent of what the other character was wearing. Yeah, this is cute. This is exactly the vibe I'm going for. Just something loose and... Do I need that many clouds? I have that much space, but I don't think I need these 2 extra clouds here. I think the big one in the back is going to be good enough. Let's especially if I color it the right way. Okay. Yep, so this part here is gonna be, and then I can use my map brushes to shade, do a little, just to indicate that this part is gonna be the part that is shaded in. I guess, initially I had in my head that this was going to be used for the pattern, and I can still use it for the pattern. I'm going to use a chalk brush for that. I'm also going to use it for the water. I don't want to avoid drawing her feet. I guess maybe I could just make her barefoot. Or give her like some little canvas shoes. Oh, time's up. Okay, time to get started on the line art. I like the idea of her being barefoot in the water better than the little canvas shoes. The canvas shoes are cute, but okay, so I'll just have to figure out the toes. Maybe like this, so it's the bottom of her foot. Line art. And for this, instead of using my Sino pen, I'm going to use my Crunchy pen, just to kind of give this more of a storybook look. I'll go with a soft brown line art. 12 is going to be, let's see what 10. 10's a little bit better. Yeah, this is perfect. I might still set the lines to overlay. I'll fill the colors in first and then see what that looks like. This is one of the newer pens that I downloaded. Honestly, at this point, it's been maybe a month or two. I just haven't used it because I'm always using the Sino pen. But I felt that this was the perfect time to try out this brush. Because again, it's got that sort of like rough, pastel-y storybook quality. This is also a good pen if you're someone who likes your sketches better than your line art, because it still has that sketchy quality, but you can get the directness of working with a smoother line pen because it still has the pen weight variation to it. It's a pen that has charm. I want to make sure her eyes are big enough to do the coloring that I want to do with them, because I want to use, and maybe I can just show you later when I get to it, but I've already zoomed out. I want to use this as a base, this is a highlight, and then I want this to be her pupils. So I want all of the colors in her eyes, and then of course I can use that cream as a highlight. right with the shape. Eh. Now the ear is too far. That's better. I can work with that. I need to go back and change the face later than I will. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the other parts of the line art. She doesn't need the collarbones. The shoulders feel too high, probably because they are. That's better. I want to make this part braided. So we'll do this. I missed that. Add a little bump here and here. Give it more of a 3D look. Raise that up just a little bit more. And then along the bottom, I'll do a little bit of texture like this. I don't need to do this part in the line art. I'm kind of using it as a placeholder because I'm going to go back over it on another layer to do more of the details with the auto outline. Now I'm going to make these seashells instead. Let's do. way I can get a little bit more of the other colors. Like bring a little bit of that green, a little bit more of the blue into this part of her design. I have 5 minutes to finish the lines, or at least 5 allotted minutes. Her mouth is still bothering me. I think I want it to be more like, yeah, more like small and curious. That's better. Just kind of like go, oh. Okay. Got skirt, and this looks like it has, it doesn't, but it looks like it has this, so I'm adding it in there. Add some intrigue. Because it could be where the top of her skirt ties, because she's got like this poncho layer on top of her skirt. She is wearing an undershirt. It's going to be that navy blue color. I guess kind of like the equivalent of like a scuba suit. No, this is going up here because I need this section of the bracelet. I need something green. I was gonna make this a sword covered in like leafy green greenery, but I think a sword would be more interesting. But now I'm thinking, should I make it a bamboo spear that like she can stab the fish with? I like the idea of the sword better. The bamboo would be more natural to incorporate the green, but the sword is just a more intriguing character design choice. Oh, I have a minute and a half. Let's connect this part together. Does that look straight? That's pretty straight. I think this is a little long. I'm gonna cut this and just bring this over. Yeah, that's better. All right. Oh, 4 seconds. Shoot. So I'm not quite done with the line art, but I do need to spend more time on the line art. I'm going to give myself 10 more minutes, because I don't think the coloring is going to take me as long if I'm going with a more 2D style. 10 minutes. Okay. And we've got the back here, which is going to have some more of this. I want enough of her arm to show so that you can see the navy on the other side, because I don't want this to be the only part that's navy. I will use it to make the darker spots in the water, but I want it to be featured in her outfit as well. To like a significant degree, not just like as a little side situation. This is, looks like it's not going to show very much. Oh, I guess I could put some thrushes in her basket, or some cattails or something. Add a little more greenery there. This is a good pen. This is like, it's got the appropriate amount of crunch, but it still has the subtlety. It's like working with a charcoal pencil, which means it's very forgiving. Charcoal is one of the most forgiving traditional media that you can work in, because you're basically just working in lights and shadows, and it's really hard to mess up in charcoal, because you could just kind of, smudge stuff out and make it look like you know what you're doing, or at least in my experience. But it is very beginner friendly. Oh, I should put some berries in our basket. Sorry if that was kind of loud. So yeah, we can do that. We can put some, this will be like a little greenery with some smaller leaves. And I can put some berries. I will just paint those in. I've got 6 minutes left. I don't quite like the way, maybe this is a white carrot. I'll just make that a different thing. All right, time for the feet. Just do go down. And she's kind of balling her foot. So it's gonna go, you're gonna see the bottom of it here, top of the toe. Yeah, kind of just like this. No, not like that. It needs to go down a little bit more. Also, the style doesn't quite match. It's a little too realistic. I tried to make that just a little more cartoony. So if she's got her foot planted, 4, 5. Yeah, this is going to be the shape. That looks, yeah, that looks better. That's more cartoony. It's more cutesy. This one is going to be planted solidly to the left. Make that a little bit smaller. No toenail. We'll tilt it down just a little bit. There we go. Okay, line art is done. Yeah, I just needed a few more minutes. The clouds I'm just going to block in, and those are going to get their own layer. Alright, so we're going to turn the timer off. And then I have an hour and 20 minutes to finish this drawing. So, here we go. Set this to reference when I fill this in. I'm gonna need to change the tolerance of my bucket too. Or not the tolerance, the ooh. Yeah, this is very like green yellow. The range. Where'd you come from? So take this, use this. I think I'm gonna do, yeah, I'm gonna use this brush. Just to get that texture in there. And then I can smooth this back out with my India ink brush. Just to get a nice crisp edge on one side, but have plenty of texture on the other side. So we're going to pick this. Actually, let me do oil paint to crisp that up so that it still has a bit of softness to it, but it's cleaner than what it would be, but not so clean that it looks unnatural. It's so green. I thought it was a little more, not like, it's obviously not a tan, it's obviously like a yellow, but it's in mass like this. It's a little startling. I'm going to soften this up just a little bit. No, I don't like the way that looks. We're not going to soften it up. I'm going to go ahead and add the water in. Just so we can have that on here. Oh, we have some people. Let me go ahead and turn chat on, see if they want to say hey. If not, that's fine. Alright, so we'll leave that up. I don't like seeing this whole thing. I'll do overlay. I'll do it as an overlay. Then put this back into full screen. My screen's so tiny now. But it's fine. Hi guys. Welcome to the stream. Currently I am just putting in the little background elements, just kind of loosely giving my character somewhere to stand. I'm going to turn this off while I color in the main character. So we're going to do a for other reference layer. Yep, I have this set to reference. I need to bring my palette over. It's a little too far away. Over here. Okay, there's a few sections. I need to make this darker. There's a few sections that I have the sketch. Okay, yep, this band here. So I might actually, I'm going to bump this up just to make sure when I'm adding my extra details, I can see where I had planned on putting those extra little bits and bobs. Use this as the main color, and this is going to be the highlight. So I'll make this blue with tan and red detail. Headband is red. And I'll clean it up as I go. The main color of the eyes is blue. Green with blue. She's a little island girl, so her skin is going to be a little tan. Take it from here, push it into the orange, and see where I land. That's good. Maybe just a little bit more orange. It's clashing with this shade of blue, so I need to pick directly across. That is, whoa, she looks like a zombie. Too gray. That's too yellow. That works. It's a nice pastel. And I can add a little bit of red, a little bit of flush. Give her some blood in the skin. Yes, these are indeed good vibes. The music is good vibes. The character is good vibes. It's just this little island girl out on an adventure. Maybe she's not even on an island. Maybe it's just like a coastal situation. Okay, we've got the red here, this back part of the cape. That needs to be more solid. Metal of the sword is going to be blue because that is the closest thing I have to a metal color. The hilt and the guard and all of that good stuff. I can make it like a greeny gold. Finish coloring in that. This is red. And then this is red. I don't like that. What color can I make it then? Maybe the black? Or should I just... That's too much of the navy, which is reading as black in this color scheme because it's sort of a very pastel coastal, which is why I named it Qwilfish, because if you've seen the Pokemon, it's basically the Pokemon equivalent of a pufferfish. So he's got, it kind of looks like a beach ball, kind of in the right angle. But he's like this navy blue on top, maybe like a little more tealy, but he's like kind of this color underneath, and then the lips, they're not red. In some art they could be, but they're like pink, and so like these colors just made me think of that Pokemon, which is why I named the color palette after that Pokemon. But to do a true Gajinka, of the Pokemon with these colors, it wouldn't be quite a one-to-one. I didn't think about what color I was going to make the basket. Of course, the thrushes are going to be green. I guess I could make the basket red, like it's made out of red reeds. And that would be a nice contrast to what's in it. With a nice little pop of color next to the skirt. Yeah, that's cute. So now I like this balance better, where this is all blue and this is all red. Which of course you have the tie and you've got the symmetry here and here. So that works now. And then I can still use this blue to do highlights on the edge, like here and here. And then of course I'm going to have to use white to do the highlights on the sword. Just kind of going fast and loose with this, storybook style. So now that I have most of the flats established, I'm going to turn the lines. I have a feeling I'm going to end up keeping them like this, but I'm going to turn the lines onto overlay. Turn the sketch off. Yeah, because the lines are already soft, I could just make them slightly transparent and that'll have the same effect. Because I do still want to do some shading on her. So instead of, I have this layer labeled shading, but instead I'm just going to duplicate this layer and then set that to multiply and then cut the colors back out. So we've got sunlight here. And here on the top of the sword. Here on the rim. I don't have it as addition, so I'm gonna have to do this by hand. And I'll need to zoom in to really do this properly, but just trying to get an idea. Just getting ideas down. This looks really bad. So I'm gonna have to... Actually, this one didn't look as bad. Let's just do this. So the water is here. I need this to go over top of the line layer. I need to do... There, that at least looks like it's underwater. And then the very bottom would be this blue. Okay, let's soften up the face a little bit. Let's get rid of the sketch layer. Well, kind of freestyling in some designs. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the chat overlay off until someone else joins. Yes, hi BB. That's my husband in the chat. He's very supportive, and I'm thankful for that. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. I know what I wanted to do. I'll get back to the shading in just a minute, but I want to go ahead and do this while it's fresh in my mind to do so. A match. It was a very soft, like a medium brown. Okay, so now do... This needs to go above the lines. This might be too soft of a brush to do this with, so let me use this one instead. That's better. Let's get rid of that. Just gives it a little more texture. So I'm going to do this here too, and here. I don't think I need to do this. I just want to see what it looks like. I did this. Make it rough and then add in. So now it's a little woolly. Yeah, I don't think I like that. I don't like that at all. But like I said, you don't know until you know. At the very least, I do need to clean up the colors that I have on here, which involves me turning off the sketch layer and just going in with my India ink brush. I'm just really getting in here. Making things a little more solid, a little less nebulous, a little less watercolor-y. Because it's fine if that's the style that I'm going for, but it's not quite the style that I'm going for. I'm going to use this color instead. It just has a little bit more blood in the flesh. Here. Still need to add the highlights to the hair. Working live is way different than just recording in Filmora, like where I know that my process is being recorded, but there's not the pressure of it being like actually live because I can go back in and edit. I feel much more frantic when I'm doing live streams. I thought it would be a fun challenge. It certainly is a challenge. And I won't say it's not fun, but the energy is very different. Like, I know I'm not built to be a full-time streamer, for sure. But I just thought this would be an easier way to do this as a daily challenge instead of trying to record and then cut down and produce, which I guess at the end of the day that's kind of still what I'm doing since I'm taking the live streams and cutting them down in Filmora. But there's less obligation to do that because realistically I could just not do that and still have the live stream as a record of what I'm doing. But I know that not everyone is going to want to watch the live stream, but they may still want to see the drawing. So that's why I decided to do both. Today's recap, I might not be able to post it until either like way late tonight or possibly even tomorrow, just because I have things I need to do this afternoon. And cutting down the footage doesn't take that much time, but I need to leave for noon or like around like 12:30. And I'm going to be gone for most of the rest of the day. So we might not get the recap until tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, the eyes, that's what's bothering me. I'll take my bright lemon yellow. But yeah, overall, I feel a lot more helter-skelter. I noticed that yesterday, when I was finishing the Alien Superstar piece, I just felt so much more at peace. Like I could actively go into the flow state and just get things done. Because there's not that pressure to perform. There's not that pressure to like try to hold up a conversation and like impress you guys. It's a lot easier to do that in the playback with a voiceover where I can get my lines right. Because I do my voiceovers like on the fly. I don't have a script for it, but it's just a lot easier to know that I can hit record, and if I mess up, I can just delete it and no one ever has to know. Did I? This looks... No, it just looks weird. That's the color. That's the right color. Yeah, this, this coloring on the face is not the move neither time. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to get a little bit of light here, some light here. Yeah, this is mad messy. The starting point. Oh. I don't know what I did to myself. I'm currently disguising a back brace. Yesterday I mysteriously injured. Not sure when, not sure how. I was fine all day. And then I got on the treadmill and took a shower. It was fine. And then I went to sit down and it was like just shooting pain throughout the entire lower section of my back. So I have a back brace on today. Obviously you can't see it because I'm wearing a hoodie, and that's why I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm actually very hot and very uncomfortable right now. But yeah. Now this is all just... Cut this, make this just a little sharper. This can be that dark. This needs to do this, and then I can do this, this, back of the hand, a little bit of this, I can add a white highlight to those. It might be easier if I just, instead of doing multiply, color pick, because the multiply is making the yellow almost more like a watered down Mountain Dew green. Yeah, I think it's gonna look better if I just color pick and just do the shading organically instead of doing a multiply layer this time. Because while it is one of my favorite shortcuts, sometimes there's no way of getting around just doing things by hand. Your stuff usually ends up looking better that way too. Let's clean this up just a little bit. And then I'm actually going to break up this red just a little bit with this, a little bit of this going on. Yep. That is just a nice little punch of color to keep this line going. And then just to break up some more of that red, add some highlights and a little bit of detail to the shell. Do a little bit of this. Let's do okay. The red. I'm gonna go ahead and add some shading to the tassels and underneath of the braid. Oh, I see what's happening. That's fine. Actually, that's kind of cool. Here and here. Yeah, this is much better than trying to cut out of a multiply layer. It's so much more natural. A little bit of highlight in here. You want to get a little bit of some canvas creasing. So I'm actually gonna I'm gonna put that on its own layer just in case I don't like the particular shapes that I'm making. So I want to go down here, and then I can just darken this with the navy blue. Let's get a bit of this. And then here, I'd only drag here and here. I should have done this as a layer mask. Okay, so now I can just do this. Let's do narrow. Did I do that wrong? You know what? It's fine. Cut into this just a little bit. And this section here will have a little bit of that. We need some dark blue here and here. What pen? I need this pen. Okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and combine this so I can just go back to working on one layer. Okay. I'm going to try to use, it's not bad when it's with other colors. It's just on its own and large swatches, it's so punchy. Like actual punch. And do some rim lighting on the hair. That's so cute. Okay, a little bit of red highlight. Cheating just a little bit. Oh, that's too dark. That's too dark. I need to go that dark with the internal shading. And now it's too pale. All right, let's find a happy middle ground. There we go. It's got some good depth to it without being too dark. So do that. Add a little highlight. And I'll do the same thing with the earrings. Do a little bit of depth. How much time? Oh, hour and 20. Okay, so I have 40 minutes left. Not bad. Got to do something about. Let's just do this. Let's just make it easy. And then this is going to get to be. Ooh, no. I'm gonna do just a little bit of blur on that. Not quite that strong. Let's try a 2, maybe a 5. Okay, 4.5. 3. 3 seems to be a happy middle ground. Not sure what I thought that would accomplish. That's so messy. I'm just going to draw in. Oh, let's use the gouache brush. Draw in some highlights. Turn this down because I don't need that to be that dark. Her feet, however, do need to be in shadow. So I need shadows under here. I need highlights on the top. Yep, this needs to go. This needs to go. Just make it more clear where the top starts. Oh, the berries. I forgot the berries in the basket. Just another little red element. And this was actually going to end up being sort of like a leek or some sort of root vegetable. A spring onion, maybe. Okay, let's get a darker green. Just do a little bit of this. Pump up the volume just a little bit. Yeah, this could be a cute little children's book. Heroine going out on her little fishing adventures, catching fish that are this big. You know, for a while I actually did want to be a kid lit illustrator, and had had a prospective opportunity, and the person who had contacted me to do illustrations for their book didn't realize how much it was going to cost, and backed out. Now, it's less embarrassing for me and more embarrassing for that person, because I was actually giving them a very generous discount based on what the industry standard is. So I hope, because they were really passionate about the project that they wanted to do, so I hope they were able to acquire the funds they needed to get their project off the ground. But yeah, I was offering my work at about 50% off of what the industry standard is. But yeah, that didn't happen, so I'm here trying to make this work. Because it would have been pretty life-changing if I could finally dip my toes into professional illustration instead of like freelance. But I like the flexibility of freelance work, and there are a couple of places I'm looking at to try to get my toe in the door. But I've had very little luck with actually getting anything like professional, just for transparency's sake. And maybe I'm just not good enough and I have to keep growing, or maybe I just haven't come across the right people who want to invest and believe in my abilities and give me a chance. There's a lot of luck in this industry, and I know if you're an artist watching this, you already know that. But there's, you have to have, what is that saying? Where skill and opportunity, or skill and luck intersect, that's where opportunity comes in. Something stupid like that. But yeah. Ooh, no, that looks weird. That looks weird. There's too much. I think our eyes look better as just green with the blue, dark blue. I don't know. Should I just do this? And have it be dark green pupil. That just seems to read better with the style that I'm going for. I think I'm actually done. I mean, I'm sure there's more I could do to it, but as far as my initial idea and execution, I think I'm actually finished at an hour and a half. So it's not too bad. Yeah, today was a little bit easier. I haven't had breakfast. Well, yeah, I guess it's, what time is it? It's brunch. So, yeah, I think, let me move this over. I think I'm done. I'll take another look at it, but as far as the stream goes, so I'm gonna go ahead and down as soon as I get my hotkeys to cooperate. Let's see here. Control G, and all right.